Hey, it's Dorleen, and today I'm going to be working on some photo cards that I get every year during the holidays. Now, you probably get them too, and you're not really sure what to do with them. So I decided to put them on this scrapbook page. Now, I didn't want to set aside more than just one 12 by 12 sheet, and I did that. But then what I decided to do was to put a 6 by 12 flip flap, and it folds out at the bottom edge of the layout, and you'll see that as I'm working on it. But I decided to just really kind of make a big collage. I'm not too worried about any journaling, not even really any decorating, because a lot of these photo cards have photos, images, and they also have sentiments or greetings. But you'll see as I'm going through this video that a lot of that stuff I just cut out. And the reason why I did it is because I really did want to try to get everything either on this one 12 by 12 sheet that I'm working on right now, or on the flip flaps. Now, the nice thing about the flip flaps is that you have that front, and then you also have, the flip, and then you have the flap, right? Oh my God. Anyways, I did have a couple pictures that I didn't scrapbook. They're just kind of repeats, didn't really fit in the layouts I was doing. So those are my two granddaughters up there on top, but I figured I had them. I wanted to go ahead and include them. And one thing with these photo cards is a lot of them, if you look at it, there's a lot of like fluff, like right there, that whole Be Merry. Sure, it's super cute, but it's not the photo of our friends. So on those kind of cards, I just cut them off. But what I did is I kept their names of the people. And the reason why I did that is because today, right now, I know who they are. I know they're longtime friends, but you know, who knows, 10, 20 years from now, I'm not going to remember who they are, or whoever's looking at my scrapbooks aren't going to know who they are. So I'm going to keep the names, even though I did cut off the greetings. And I did that on a lot of them. And another thing I did is on the photo cards, many of them are not just one photo. There's like a collage of photos. And so in a couple of the spaces, it just worked out better for me to actually trim out each of those smaller photos and then arrange it or group it in a way that they're still together, so you could tell it was the same family. But I didn't, let me see how they adjusted better. They fit better on the page that I was working on. So you'll see me trimming along on a lot of these things, just trimming them down. The photo on the left here of my nephew and my future niece in front of their truck, originally I was going to trim that down a little bit. Well, first of all, I really like the truck, so I didn't want to trim that down too much. But also, he wrote a really great greeting in the back, and I didn't want to cut that off because one day I may want to read that again. But the paper that I'm using is the last of the sheet of pattern paper, or the paper pack that I use for this Christmas. So that was really fun to actually use up a paper pack. And then I use some rub-ons later, and I'll kind of flash it. That coordinates with this paper pack, and I've had these forever, so it was really nice to use those up. Again, I wasn't really worried too much about decorating these pages or embellishing these pages or even doing any journaling. But I did have those rub-ons, and I thought, you know what, there were some empty spots. I just kind of rubbed them on. Not a lot, but just in a few spots. But anyhow, I hope this really helps you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I post at least 2 videos a week. One will always be scrapbooking, and the second will be whatever it is I'm creating in the command center. The command center is the name of my craft room and also the name of my blog. So those photos right there that I'm working on, you see how they were in that collage, and they kind of look like a photo strip. So I cut those down, and it was so much easier to fit them on this little 6 by 12 base as photo strip versus if they were a big square or a big rectangle of photos. And I did that on the photo on the right as well. You see how it's a collage of a lot of different size photos. I ended up just really trimming off all that kind of fluff, if you want to call it that. So I was able to fit all those photos just in that one 6 by 12 base. And I think if anything, that is a really good tip. Just like I said, cut those apart so that they fit. And I also do that with another one of the photo cards. I don't show you, but you can see, actually it's the one that's way up on the top right. You can see that they're all connected. There's actually a third picture. And I just trimmed those off, and we're able to kind of fussy them around to fit again on that flap. Oh, you see how that goes? Isn't that cute? But, you know, again, I wasn't too worried about the prettiness, if you want to call it that. I just wanted like a collage of pictures. So that photo card right there is actually one that my girlfriend made. She does that a lot, and that's a photo she took of at Yosemite. It's a church that's there at the national park, and they go all the time, and she makes these gorgeous photos, cards, with like a verse and of course the kind of artistic look of the photo. But like I said before, I hope you do like this, and I hope this gives you some idea on what to do with your photo cards. And it's super easy, and also kind of except for the fact that you're trimming down the photos, a really kind of no-brainer, because I wasn't worried so much about, oh, it had to be even, or it had to be, you know, whatever. I just was throwing as many photos as I could on this canvas, and it just worked out perfectly. And I'm so glad I did it. It's turned out super cute, and I hope you agree. Again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscription button down below. Thanks. Bye.